Right, well, back to Fog Wrestling. We're going to be ranking every ECW champion in WWE ECW.
Yes, this had potential to be a great wee third brand, but instead, well, it didn't even, not even a brand, just ECW, but instead it was basically turned into like a development brand. And you look at this in the first year, and it does resemble a bit of the original ECW, but I mean, by the time this went out of business in 2010...
No, but I've no problem with this being a developmental brand. But at the same time, why couldn't it have been both?
True. I think it started off as ECW, and then it quickly kind of... The first year was like an ECW with a few development people, and then like 2007 was kind of... They did a bit of both, you know.
2008 was just, we've got Tommy Dreamer left, and that's it.
Yeah, and then 2009 was like fucking just...
We've got Christian and William Regal.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I mean, fucking ECW in 2009 was 10 times better than any wrestling promotion today, so let's put that out there. But we're going to be going from left to right, and the first man up is the man that I'm always slating, I'm always slagging him, but as much as nobody wanted this guy to be champ and him beating RVD felt like absolute fucking dog shit, I would be lying if I said he had a horrible run. I don't think his run was that bad, but the fact is nobody wanted him with the belt, you know what I mean? It'd be like... You know, like Nacho did, I mean, you could have lost him with the belt, and then...
I mean, this is probably one of Big Show's best runs with a fucking belt.
I mean, they could... Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of his better runs in general. Like, I mean, in Nacho there, you could have had fucking Test beat Austin or something for the belt, and Test could have had a decent run, but the fact is, he just didn't want it, you know what I mean? And the Big Show did have a decent run. Obviously, he beats RVD. He had that match with Sabu at SummerSlam. He defended the belt in ECW a few times. He had an ECW... Extreme Rules match with Ric Flair for the belt. That was pretty cool. Obviously the Enforcers, he had Heyman, and then the Heyman teams up with Test and Hardcore Holly, and the two guys that were, I think it was the Bashams dressed up in Riot Shield gear. I mean, Big Show's supposed to be this £500. I mean, does he really need these guys?
I know.
Just found the job out to Bobby Lashley, and then you get the whole gimmick where they take Sabu out the chamber and put Hardcore Holly in to increase the odds against Bobby Lashley, but by the time Bobby Lashley gets in, he never faces more than one guy.
But no,
so, I mean,
it's not even like they had the other members in the chamber who weren't a part of this wee group. Like, oh, we need the team up here against them.
Yeah,
like Van Dam Punk.
Like I don't think that chamber match. They say that's the worst chamber match ever, right? Maybe back then it was, but back then it definitely was. But there's definitely been worse chamber matches since, so it fucking has to have been. They've done tag team chamber matches with Kalisto and all this shit, right? So I'm not having it. Yes, that one should have been better. They have the weapons, and the weapons barely get used, but at the end of the day, it wasn't bad, and there was a couple of cool spots. But anyway, my point is, that's when Big Show's title reign ends, and I don't think it was that bad, so therefore, I'm going to have to go and put Big Show in. I'm going to say B. What are you saying? I've just got to be honest.
I'd say for this title, it's probably one of the best runs and for Big Show.
And it's a strong B. It's not. I'm just putting him in B. It's a strong B.
Happened 14 years ago.
It feels like yesterday. Oh, not quite.
No, it happened 14 years ago, and we're picking off matches that we remember. So therefore, to me, it did something. Right.
I couldn't remember a match last week.
Yep. And next, the guy who won it.
The guy who beat Big Show, and again, as much as you didn't want Big Show to be champion at this time, nobody liked Bobby Lashley. And nobody wanted Bobby Lashley to be champ. Going into the chamber, everyone wanted Rob Van Dam to win it. And if he wasn't going to win it, the guy everybody liked and the guy everybody was getting behind was CM Punk. And they give it to Bobby Lashley, which is fair enough.
Took Sabu, wasn't it? Fuck's sake.
I mean, you look at Bobby Lashley, it's no fucking surprise Vince gave him the belt, but I mean...
Wait, answer me this, so right? Who's Bobby Lashley feud with?
He beats Test by count out of the Royal Rumble again. I remember that. Couldn't remember he off him today, and then he gets in the battle of the billionaires. So the ECW title wasn't defended at WrestleMania, and then obviously he gets in a bit of a feud.
Hold on, but should that not have been on the line then? That would have made that match even more.
I know, but fuck, it's Donald Trump McMahon, fucking some ECW shitty belt on a third brand. That's really not really. You know, I would have probably just took away from it. I don't know. No, I'm
not even joking, but see if that match was a part of that match, see if that title was a part of that match, that could have prolonged ECW for a fucking decade.
Yeah, it would have done more for the bit. It would have done more for ECW than it did for the match itself.
Trump could have been ECW champion.
For me, that's a reason why Bobby Lashley shouldn't have been Trump's pick. I mean, the ECW title should be defended at Mania. The fact that it wasn't was kind of like McMahon.
Like, see,
that's the first Mania with a belt available, and he doesn't get defended. And then the next Mania, I think Chavo defends it in an 8-second match.
Who we'll get on to next. But I mean, see at that Mania, you could have had like like Van Damme against Punk or something, which would have been good. Great.
Why can't you even do Van Damme against Lashley? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying don't have Lashley as a champ, but like, I don't know.
And then he feuds with McMahon, and
his reign wasn't bad. You know what I mean? It wasn't bad.
The stuff with Trump was good, but that's nothing to do with Bobby Lashley. That's fucking Donald Trump.
But for that reason, like, I mean, and he did win it in the chamber, like, which I don't think was that bad. I'd probably put him in either behind Big Show and B or in C. It's up to you. I'll give you the deciding vote. And then he kind of just relinquishes the belt, doesn't he? When he gets drafted to Raw. I think there's going to be quite
a few worse, so I'll put him. Yeah, exactly. Next up, Chavo Guerrero.
Definitely worse. He wins the belt off Punk. He had a couple of decent matches with Punk, then, fucking loses it to Kane, and I just don't really,
What was it, 24 seconds? Shocking.
I thought it was 8.
No. Why, yeah. Why was I saying 12? Because it was Mania 24, that's why I'm getting that. I mean, come on. I'm putting it in D. It actually gets put on Mania, and it's an 8-second match.
That's what I mean. It's like McMahon buried it. Did the ECW title ever get defended at Mania properly?
No.
I wouldn't count that. What happened to it in the next Mania?
Mania 25.
Right.
Well, I can't remember an ECW fucking title match in Mania 25.
And then by the next Mania, I think it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, it would help if I knew who the champ was at Mania 25. Was it Christian? It was probably defended on the pre-show. Not even joking.
Yeah. That's sad.
Anyway, speaking of Christian, he is up next, and I mean, by this stage, I thought the title was pretty much dead. I think once they changed it to the silver belt, it was gone.
I'm not even joking, right? See this period in WWE, bet you everyone was ECW shit. I guarantee if you watched it now, it would be fucking quality.
I tell you what, you know what we might do? We might actually do it to get an extra fed. We might do an ECW review for this. We may actually turn off Vengeance right now and do an ECW review just for the band.
Maybe tomorrow. I get your point though.
You know what? And we'll just pick a random year, not a random year. We'll pick a random from 2009.
Oh.
We'll pick a random. It won't even be long. It'll be about 45 minutes long. We'll watch a random show and we'll do a review. But anyway, speaking of Christian, I mean, I can't. It's not a great run. Let's be real. It's you know what? I'd say it's D. I can't lie. I mean,
I don't have a fucking Scooby, Christian.
Is it below Chavo? Or I would say with Chavo, he was kind of involved with La Familia when Edge had the belt. Do you know what I mean? And it was like kind of that state. Who was that? Bam Neely. Remember him?
Oh, no, yeah, Bam Neely. Oh,
you obviously don't.
No.
Up next, CM Punk. Bit of a better reign. Wins it for John Morrison. 15 minutes of fame match. Had a couple of good pay-per-view matches.
Obviously, this was due to Chris Benoit.
Oh, Chris Benoit. No show in the pay-per-view.
Well, to this day, we don't know what he killed his fan.
But then I think Punk. How did he? Did he lose it? He loses it to Chavo, didn't he?
No, well, that's what you said.
He does, aye. No, he does.
And then never wins it back.
He had a decent reign. Defended against Elijah Burke. I believe he had a title defense against Kane as well. He defended it against Big Daddy Fee as well. See how I can ring off all these fucking matches?
Well, thank fuck someone can.
Where were you back then?
I'm not watching this shit.
Right. But overall, I mean, was the run really that great? I mean, it's probably B. I'd probably put him in between Big Show and Lashley.
Right, well, we'll take your word for it, big man.
Well, have you not got anything to add to this?
I can't really remember, though.
Okay.
Right, next up we've got There Will Be No Stopping. This right here
I'm
is
not
what you
gonna
call
lie.
them, I think this guy's pish.
Shelton Benjamin?
It's Ezekiel Jackson, you fucking retard.
Alright, okay. I can't even remember this guy having the belt. It's gonna.
Oh, actually, Christian. Remember Christian against Shelton Benjamin, that ladder match?
What was that? Where was
TLC 2009.
Was that good?
That was a good match, yeah.
Good enough to move Christian above Chavo, or?
Probably not.
I've got to put Ezekiel Jackson dead last year in the D category because I just do not recall it.
The only thing he had going for him is that like Regal was doing promos for him.
Yeah.
But that's not him.
If it was Regal with the belt, then I'd maybe fucking put him higher, but...
Yeah.
Up next, Jack Swagger.
This
again.
guy had the belt when... was he not like the last champion?
No, he had the belt before Ezekiel Jackson, surely.
Point this is when it was dead.
But no, wait, Jack Swagger had the belt before Jackson.
This is when like Jack Swagger was like... This was when like Colin Delaney was like #1 contender.
Sad times. Again, I think it's D. It's just a matter of where you're placing him in D.
He's better than Ezekiel, so I'm putting him there.
Yep. Up next, John Morrison. Right now, I think this guy should have had a much better run. I think when he had the belt, and obviously he's changed from Johnny Nitro to John Morrison. Cool. You know what I mean? He's different look. He has the whole 15 minutes of fame thing. It was alright. It was decent. It was good. But the fact is, he kind of loses the belt almost straight away. He beats not straight away, but I think he loses it within 2 months. So therefore, how good?
It's not like you could say, well, Benoit doing what he did shafted him because he was going to lose it to Benoit.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this had a lot of potential, but it didn't really, live up this.
C.
I think C's harsh. Like, I mean, I think it was better than C. I'd say it's B, probably behind Lashley. I mean,
all right. Right, next up, the Big Red Machine, Kane. Did he not feud with Mysterio with this belt?
No. It was when Kane was on SmackDown. This wasn't a good run. I'd be lying.
Who's he lose it against? Is
it Mark Henry?
Mark
Henry. It was a title threat. No, it was a title threat match. Mark Henry, Big Show, Kane.
Fucking hell! What?
Yeah, Mark Henry does a fucking splash out of nowhere and wins the belt.
So this is D.
And then I think Mark Henry he brings out a new belt. I think that's Kane's the last person to have the belt. And then Mark Henry brings out the silver one.
That's awful.
I think was he not going that silverback gimmick, and then they gave him a silver belt. If I remember correctly,
Call him a silverback gorilla.
Well, it's just like one. Anyway, I'd probably put Kane in C for the simple fact that it's Kane, and they had the or C.
What you explained to me with Chavo? Chavo's better than Kane's run.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Even if Kane did bury him for
Sorry, Kane, you're fucking, you're going in D on it.
Right, next up, Mark Henry.
Maybe Chavo should have been in C. Next, Mark Henry. People saying this fucking turned his career around. I wasn't a big fan of it. He beat Tommy Dreamer, he beat Colin Delaney. Who else did he beat?
I don't mind Mark Henry, right? But if we're going to slobber about the Big Show, let's fucking slobber about this guy. This guy's pish.
Big Show's better than Mark Henry, ain't he? Like,
well, let's be real.
But people are going to make it he's the best thing ever because of one fucking fake retirement promo.
He comes in. See if Mark
That's
Henry,
what I do.
See if Mark Henry retired at that point. That is one shit career.
I know. I mean,
like what does he do? He comes in. They sign him to a 10-year deal. They try everything to get him out of that 10-year deal. The nation. He's like by far the worst member of the nation.
He's just there.
He comes back. He comes back in 2003.
Did he hop?
Something to do with Goldberg's bounty. He's in that 5-on-5. He's in Bischoff's team. He's in the 2004 Rumble. He disappears for like another 2 years. Comes back. Somehow he ends himself up in a casket match against Taker.
At Mania, where he didn't deserve to be in, and it was one of Taker's matches.
Then he's kind of just drifting about, doing hee-haw. And then he wins this title. Then does hee-haw.
And then he gets
teams up with MVP. And then
gets a
retires.
World title fucking reigns on SmackDown.
Retires. And then he's just pish.
And with that said, it's going to be D for me.
Like, people laugh at you. Said it's like D'Lo Brown, the Godfather's better. They fucking are.
I think so. D'Lo
Brown shaking his dome's better than this guy, and I'm putting this fucking. I like Christian, so he's fucking going in here. Kiss me, fuck you, changed the belt, mate. You're pish. Right, next up, Matt Hardy.
Oh, that's who Mark Henry was feuding with, fucking Matt Hardy. That's who he loses it to.
Oh yeah, damn.
You know what? Matt Hardy actually didn't have that bad a run. I think Matt Hardy had a decent run, and that's what. See, Matt. Why didn't they keep Matt? I know they probably didn't need the belt, but I think the match with Mania with Jeff would have just seemed better with a belt on the
Team
line.
Extreme battling for the Extreme fucking...
Yeah, but instead, no, you can't do anything that remotely makes ECW like half decent. So that can't happen. Yeah, Matt Hardy. I'm going to... Wait, was Matt Hardy not in a team with Colin Delaney, then Colin Delaney befriends him? Or was that Tommy Dreamer?
No, Tommy Dreamer.
I think he done it with Matt Hardy too. Matt Hardy.
What's Colin Delaney's problem?
I think Matt Hardy. Who's Matt Hardy lose the belt to? Is it Swagger?
I think it's Swagger in a 5-way match or something.
A scramble or some pitch like that.
So, yeah.
I'll put him. I think C's probably fair. I mean, if I'd be.
Oh yeah. Right, next
maybe
up.
Maybe we're. Nah, wait. I was going to say we're screwing over Chavo. I don't think we are because
no.
I think Chavo loses. He has a voice. Like,
yeah.
month,
and then yeah. Next up, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Right. I mean, it's McMahon, so.
Like, before anyone says anything, I think what they did here is exactly what they were going for.
Why McMahon to win it and fucking
bury it and rip the piss out of it.
Yep.
I mean, you got a Trump feud at it, essentially. That's where it came from.
Right, cut the bullshit. Where's it going? It was pish, wasn't it? I mean, let's be real. I mean, it's great. McMahon's great and all that, but it wasn't he?
Well, to me, I put it above Matt.
Right, stick it top of C, you know.
I think it definitely. I think that's when the belt really just went.
Again, if you look at our tier list, you can see it's sort of it goes in like chronological order almost. It's like,
yeah,
you know, it's
right. Talk about chronological order. Rob Van Dam.
I think this guy has to be. Just for the simple fact, this is the whole one night stand shit, and the build up to it was fucking great. And it sucks that he smoked weed and lost it, but even the couple weeks he had it, you know, like defending against Edge and stuff, it was like a 3-week title reign as well. So I mean,
and for reasons out of the control,
but it was a good 3-week title reign. You know what I mean? So
you'd rather a good 3-week title reign than a year of utter shite.
Yep, you would.
Like, I'm not being funny, right? You can talk about CM Punk's 493. What did he do? It was pish. Heyman cutting the same promo every week, but for Punk instead of Brock.
Well, to be fair, back then he wasn't as bad as he was now. Like, he's fucking changed up a wee bit. But anyway, I agree. I put RVD in A just because why not?
Punk held the belt for a stepping stone for The Rock. Right, next up, Tommy Dreamer. I'm pretty sure he won it in a 5-way match at Extreme Rules 2009.
Down. Legend, I guess.
I like the fact he finally got a bit of fucking.
He never won the belt in the original ECW,
which is a joke.
Neither did RVD.
What the fuck were they doing?
I know. I mean, you got to one though.
Who? Sabu won it.
He must have been champ.
Well, you would have thought that about those two.
Well, at least with RVD, you could say that he was in a tag team and then he held the TV belt for 2 years. Then, so I mean,
it's weird seeing ECW, like the TV belt is literally held as like, I mean, it's not the world, but it's
not far below it. Like, but then again, that's probably because RVD. But then again, Taz, did you not hold the TV belt for?
Big deal.
But I think that's good. That shows you. I mean, look at wrestling now. Even the fucking top belts don't mean shit. So I mean,
right. Next up, well, yeah, Tommy Dreamer. Where's he going?
Well, you seem to recall this reign.
Did he not retire? He lost it in a retirement match.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be struggling to put this. I could be not go. I'd be struggling to put this any higher than.
You know what? I'm happy for him.
I'll stick him in. I'll top. Yeah.
Top of C.
Fuck, right, okay.
What?
Top of C. Tommy Dreamer deserved a reign.
I know. And on that note, guys, final thoughts while I check something that's pretty important.
Final thought says, when you think about it, ECW should have been good. Turns out it was a failure. But we're going to go and watch an episode right now and we'll see what it was like. And that's pretty much it. So, you know, it is what it is. And we'll just keep on making these feds. And if you like them, let us know what you think down below. Let us know your opinion as well. Let us know. Obviously, I don't want to hear your whole opinions and you ain't got time for that shit. But let us know, out of this entire list, who do you think had the best reign and who do you think had the worst reign? Let us know in the comments down below. If you want to explain why you think that, then great. If you don't, then that's great too. And until next time, nothing personal, Ezekiel Jackson, but you had to go down there. I was going to say...
Someone has to be last, and you're that guy.
I mean, they can't say we're racist, because we put a black man in B. B for black. So, yeah, there you go. But two of the bottom three are black.
And the other one's spastic. So, yeah, I'm talking about Jack Swagger. So until next time, peace.